Welcome back to Project Express. I'm Spicy Pickle Panda, and this is Backstage Pass, a VHS tape released in 1999 by Inzane Records. To sum up the contents of the tape as quickly as possible, it's rockstars telling groupie stories from the road. The person responsible is Matt Zane. Who's Matt Zane? Well, the short story is he's the head of Inzane Records and the frontman lead vocalist for new metal band Society One. The longer version is as follows. Born Matthew Zachariah, October 7th, 1974, in Fairport. It's a village outside of Rochester, New York, 5,500 population, not too shabby. He got a case of the, I'm going to move to California and be a rock star, and ended up being kind of a porn star. After graduating in 92 from high school, little side note, 7 years earlier, Philip Seymour Hoffman graduated from that same high school. But then he went to college, air quotes, at the Musicians Institute of Technology for Guitar Performance, totally not reading that. He attended Los Angeles Valley College for music after that. So I think he transferred from one college to the other. It's like, that's a quick way of getting out to LA. I'll go to school for here a couple years, transfer my credits out to California. And he was in a band with Tio Guo called Lotus Rising after that, or when he got to LA, before forming Society One. He also holds the record for the longest body suspension, beating Chris Angel Mindfreak. Made a documentary called Contrasting Views of People Living Within an Artistic Lifestyle, released by Evil Now in 2000. I really didn't look into that. But the reason we're here today is the video magazine Backstage Pass. It's worth mentioning that Matt goes by Matt the Lord Zane. Blasphemy. Almost all this is pulled from Wikipedia or IMDb. I remember when I was a wee panda and introduced to new metal and bands like Society One, and to Society One in particular, every time I saw Matt Zane, there were porno chicks around him. Like every time he was in a magazine or on TV, and there's credits on Wikipedia where you can find this footage, there's always porn chicks hanging around. So I'm like, where's this connection with the whole porn? Like the other bands that are in this video they're not huge into porn. They've dabbled a few of them, but this video's not really about that stuff. Yes. But with a little digging, the whole porn connection came pretty relevant. His cousin is Robert Black. If you don't know who Robert Black is, he was trying to be a modern day Larry Flint. Government was like, don't send obscene material over these state lines, and he was like, I'm gonna do it anyway. So after him saying no a bunch of times, they eventually, I think, fined him into oblivion, and he moved back to Rochester. There's documentaries and all kinds of stuff about when he ran XPW, the porn professional wrestling company. Wow, yeah. But there's lots of interesting things there. Maybe we'll do a video on it at some point. His father, Charles Zachariah, is mainly known for this movie Dark Secrets from 1996, but he's got tons of porn film credits, for stuff like The World's Biggest Gangbang and Sandwich of Love. We can't forget Junkyard Dykes. It's a classic. All the classics. He was married to Tammy Monroe. Robert Black was married to Lizzie Borden, specifically during the XPW stuff. All porn stuff. So that's where that whole porn connection comes in. I wanted to give some background on who Matt Zane is, because in this video you're going to see a lot of rock stars, let's just call them that for lack of a better term, and they've all had pretty illustrious careers. Almost everybody in this tape is still relevant, even today, 20-something years later. But I didn't want you to be watching. It's like, who's that guy? Who's that guy? And I have another tape that he released about his band, the Slacker Jesus tape. It's like a tour video. Hopefully I can get that ripped and get that out so people can see the nonsense that is held within. I feel like not to be too big of a prick about it, but he was like a hanger-on. I have these connections that get me into places because of porn, so I can get opening acts for, I don't know, I'm pulling out of the air, I'm making all this up, I'm just thinking, brainstorming if you will, why did they all have careers after this and he didn't? And I think that might be because of the porn connection, or he's just lack there of talent maybe. Oops. Okay. We're starting to ramble and rant a little bit, and we don't want to do too much of that. We got to get to the feature. But this is going to be a video series. It's going to be every interview on this tape, and there's quite a few of them. Is going to be a different video. It won't be daily. It will not be daily. No, it will not be daily. Don't have time to do it, wish it did. But we're going to get out as much as we can. Give credit where it's due. Matt's been staying pretty busy lately, especially with the reinvention of Static X with Zero. He directed 4 music videos in 2020, one for Hollow, one for All These Years, Bring You Down, and Terrible Lie. But again, that's the later Static X. So at least he's staying busy and doing things in the music world, even if his own music isn't really doing as well. He's also an author of Triple Threat. He wrote a book called Transcendental Satanism. Do with that what you will. On TV, I think the most noted appearance was for X-Rated, the sex tapes that shocked the world. He played himself, 2006, he's an interviewee. But on to the tape. First we're going to show you the introduction, the intro for the tape, and then we're going to show you the introduction that's done by Jonathan Davis of Korn. Pretty famous guy. He basically throws a bunch of his friends under the bus and introduces that they're going to tell stories that they probably shouldn't be telling, that'll be on tape and then resurface in a climate where it's not as laughed at. Okay, moving on. Let's go.
Such a formality when you're always in reality. Why won't the morality ever go away? Nothing seems to be quite new. I need something else to push me through. Does anybody else have a clue? I should be scheming to me. Just let it go. You can create what you hold on to it. Hold on to it. Just let it go. There's nothing else to do but go on from it. Go on from it. Just let it go. You can create what you hold on to it. Hold on to it. Just let it go. There's nothing else to do but go on from it. Writing the credentials of the superior kind. You'll never ever know what we might just find. Sometimes we lack what we began to.
Bitch. Gotta get down on the dick. Hey.
Hi, this is Jonathan Davis from Korn, and you're here at Backstage. And this is a bunch of my friends that really like to have sex more than I do. So we got Clint from Seven Dust, the girls from Nashville Pussy, Nobody's, the boys from LB, they're really tight friends of mine, they like those guys. Mark from Sugar Ray, we got Jay from the band that we just signed, Orgy, and we got Terry B talking all that shit about how she hates porn, and we got Lynn, I left from Snot, he's gonna get down and dirty and nail his girlfriend right in the camera for you. So that should be interesting, so check all this shit out.
It's not very uncommon for the weapon here to be hanging out with such beautiful ladies and being naked around them. See, it's not very uncommon. See, backstage at the rock and roll concerts, you know, backstage, it's like rock and roll is all about this, right, baby? Tell them.
Yeah.
You see, she knows, man. I don't let her talk too much. Don't talk too much. It's like this. I'm the weapon. She knows I'm the weapon. You see, look how she's acting towards me.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't rubbed me in the right place, baby. See, that's what it's like. Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a little bit better right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Excuse me, man. Hey, this ain't about that. This is about the weapon. And this is about this. It's not very uncommon for me to take a woman in this position and turn her around like this. Let me show you. Let me show you guys what this is like. This is the weapon's favorite position. The weapon. It's backstage where you see things like this happening daily. It's not very uncommon. That's my favorite word, uncommon. I think we should make a porno right now. You know, but since I'm a rock star, and I really don't know what to say. Oh my God, what do I do now?
Tell us something you have done, though.
Well, you see what I like to do with women most of the time. I don't really know, baby. Have I ever met you before? You see, let me show the weapon. Let me the weapon. Look at this. This here. This is the key to all the success. They said sex, drugs, and rock and roll, it's all over. But let me tell you something. That, oh my God, that right there, this is the bomb. The weapon. The weapon. The weapon. Oh, man. I can't stop looking at it sometimes because it's just like reminds me of my mother. My mother. Dear to me. But I love this woman. And I would get pretty nasty, you know, if I could just get over there with my mouth, you know. It makes my money. See, but I can't get anything on my stash because I gotta go on stage pretty soon, you know. I'm just trying to keep it real here backstage, you know, because oh man. I'm speechless. I'm completely speechless. All I know is if you want some action like this, what's it like? What's it like is the question everybody asks. What's it like to be such a pimp? How's my hair, baby? It's hot? My hair's good? Alright. Well, my hair is fine. Oh my God. How do I feel down there, baby? You know what? It's alright, you know, but it can get there. She's gonna get it going on, and we're gonna have to do a little cut. What I'm getting ready to do is go bend this girl up like a pretzel. Her knees will be at her cheeks. And I will be sure to go for the butthole, just for all you fellas back there that like it in the rear. See me, especially the weapon, I use my weapon in the rear. The rear is the way to sneak up on all of them, right in the ass. Look at this. This.
Spread them open, weapon.
See that? This is what the weapon's all about. Oh man.
No ass,
The
no
weapon,
pass.
no ass, no fucking pass. You know, it's rock and roll. You wanna give me some pussy, you wanna come backstage, give me some butthole, you wanna suck on my, you know, anything you want. You get to work. And I'll let you backstage to hang out for one beer time only. After that beer, you're getting the fuck out. Straight up. Weapon out. We'll see you guys later, man. I'm about to fuck the hell out of this girl. Damn.
Remember to like, subscribe, hit that bell, notifications. This is Spicy Pickle Panda for Project Express saying peace out.